Well, as I just said to the team, great team effort, especially on the defensive end, just starting us off in a really big game for us. A must win after a tough battle the other night. So Seton Hall's been playing really good basketball for us to get this W is huge, really important.
How important was the momentum shift with Zane hitting the buzzer beater before halftime, and then going into the third quarter on the run that you guys did?
Well, we obviously came out strong, so we built significantly in that first quarter, knowing Seton Hall was going to make a run as they did, and then cutting it. So Z, she's just been playing really good basketball for us. You can just see how she's comfortable in her role and stepping up, taking shots when open, but also creating some. And that was big because it was 8, and then just building it to 10 going into the half and giving us that momentum back was crucial. And I was just pleased, we talk about that defense, but I was really happy with our sharing the basketball, moving the ball, and even Lucy consistently at the end of the half, going into the half, it would be an isolation for her, and for her to just keep her eyes up and find her on the open spot was big.
Had sort of a new look starting lineup. A little tweak in the starting lineup. A little spunk or just?
No, just some medical issues we were dealing with. So, and I just commended the team on that as well. Just next player up mentality, stepping in short notice. So, yeah, just got to get some feeling a little bit better. It was limited in some areas, but they definitely did. And even when we got them back in lineup, it was good stuff.
Bella, you had 11 points off the bench. Lucy had 15 right in the first quarter and then became a distributor after that. How do you think that benefited the team, and how did you feed off that?
Yeah, I think when everyone started hitting their shots, it opened a lot of things up for everyone. Lucy drew probably 4 defenders every time she penetrated, and then kicking out, finding the extra pass and sharing the ball. It just that momentum and that energy, making those shots, really carried us forward throughout the second half.
Coach, you shot 50% from the field tonight, which was 20% better than your previous game against Seton. What was the biggest, shift in the shooting or something like that you felt?
I think to Bella's point, just the ball movement, finding the open player. It's been an emphasis on this season, but the last couple of weeks, them just recognizing the ability. We can't be predictable, and when we're moving the ball like that, it's really hard to guard when everyone really is a threat and an option. Getting to your scoring spots as well. I think Chris getting to the block, Megan Olbrys did it early, and us moving as Luce and Z are penetrating the paint. So, you see a couple shots fall down, you feel that relief. You don't feel like you're pressing as much. And then Lucy, as Bella just said, didn't feel that she had to make something happen. It was finding the one who had the hot hand. And Belle taking shots from the outside, Z creating. And you look at Lucy's been gunning for that double-double, and her making those passes big. And we laugh Z getting in there, mixing up on the boards with 8 rebounds. So just really good team basketball today. Going to be happy.
Does Zane play with a chip on her shoulder, being a Jersey girl herself and playing against a local team?
Squad. Jersey doesn't claim me.
Right? Yeah. No. You're South Jersey. It doesn't. And I don't think Z was too pleased with her performance at Seton Hall. So for sure, she wanted to get that one back with that support. And I don't know. You're seeing just that fire in her at every game. The recognition of how important these games are. But yeah, to have an opportunity, beating Seton Hall at Seton Hall, close margin. We knew they were going to come in here ready to go to get it back, and this group didn't let it happen.
And where does the team go from here after, because this is a much-needed win after losing 3 of your last 4, so where do you guys go from here?
We just want to continue to build on it, work on these little things at practice, getting them communicating, working together, and defensive end, just having a mentality, whatever it takes. We know we have, everyone's a tough one, but the next one is certainly going to be real hard.
Anything else?
Yeah, I have one. You have one.
Oh, sure, yeah, you can go.
You go first.
Bella, with you coach talking about how well the team shared the ball today, how would you describe on the court what that rhythm is like once you guys are in it?
I mean, it's just awesome. Everyone playing loose. looking for theirs first, but knowing like where everyone is on the court, and I think it helps so much that we're so close off the court that as the season's gone on and we've all played together a little bit more, you're really seeing it on the court now. So yeah, it feels great, and it's great momentum, and I think we felt that in the third quarter, that momentum building when we were sharing the ball, getting open looks like that. Yeah.
Two-part question. First for you, Denise, Coach. Played, excuse me, 12 players. 9 of them got 10 minutes. Talk a little bit about 10 more minutes. Talk a little bit about how fun that is for you to get people playing. And there's a second part to this, if you could answer that first.
Yeah, well, absolutely. It's nice to get everybody in the game, which is really important, and it stems from the first group and the top 6, whatever it may be. We're playing those majority of the minutes, but them seeing these opportunities, making things happen early, and then capitalizing when others come into the game. So, yep, we got, as I said, some medical stuff, so you were happy players stepped up. Abby Jagede, not seeing like time the other day, but stepped in there because she's been doing it at practice and just continuing to grow as a freshman. So really excited about it. It's Caitlin Oriole. She has some teams that she targets, and Seton Hall's been one, so it was nice to have her there in that starting lineup. But playing everyone is always a special night.
And the last part, if you both can answer this, what I found interesting, if someone had come in and just sat down with the last minute, right? No, seriously, they would have seen you're in your typical crouch, and I watched all the players, and they were in 10. And I'm thinking there's a couple players in there who never get a chance to play. And I just think this is a lot for the program, that they were watching these couple of kids like Maggie Grant, Addie Weldy, not get a chance to play, but it meant something. Talk a little bit about how important that is for the culture of the team.
Yeah, absolutely. And recognizing any opportunity to step on the floor, you got to embrace. And they certainly did. And we didn't have a ball handler, natural ball handler out there, but never shied away. Annie Weldy getting 2 shots off, tremendous. I loved it. And yeah, even Megan Olbrey's like, I'm calling something, and she sees like to run the 2s. So they did what we do every day, and not going rogue or trying something else or being panicked. So the communication was there on D. They know they're representing. And today's a special day with being Alumni Day. So having so many here and the support, and they're going to be them and stand someday cheering them on. So when you're out there, take advantage.
And Bella, you could just answer that one too. When you see players, don't get a chance to play much, how important is it for you as a teammate to spur them on?
I mean, those are like our favorite kind of games. I think we said in a huddle at the beginning of the fourth quarter, get Maggie and Annie and get Maggie and Annie and that little duo. And what people don't see is they go to practice and they put in just as much work as we do. And those two are like two of have the highest basketball IQ that I know, and it's just really cool to see that. But yeah, people don't see they put in just as much work as us, and that was our goal today. Was we actually did talk about that to get them in, and then it's always so exciting to cheer for them, like they do for us every day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denise, right?